All right, all right. It's your eighth friend from the primordial soup from 160 billion years ago, Lieutenant King. Yes, indeed. If you're watching this video, you can find me on Twitter at FreeAmerican100, at FreeAmerican100. Now today, I've done a couple of videos today, but this one is going to be about Obama's strong words on gun control. And he says, shame on us. No, it's shame on you, you moronic idiot. Now let's get into the video.
None of these ideas should be controversial.
Now, right from the start, he's telling you exactly how to feel. None of these should be controversial. Even though he's a liar, a murderer, a robber, he's working for global interest. None of this should be controversial. You shouldn't question a word he says. All right, now check it out.
Why wouldn't we want to make it more difficult for a dangerous person to get his or her hand on a gun?
Well, Mr. President, because it doesn't matter how many laws you put into effect, how hard you try to make it. If somebody wants to hurt somebody, they're going to do it. Period. There's no stopping it. All right? So get that through your little pea brain. I know you don't understand it, you little socialist liberal piece of crap. All right? But the fact of the matter is, if I want to kill somebody, I can kill them with a shoelace, a knife, anything I want to kill them with. Drown them in a bathtub. I guess we should ban bathtubs now. I don't know, but let's keep listening.
Why wouldn't we want to close the loophole that allows as many as 40% of all gun purchases to take place without a background check? Why wouldn't we do that?
Because you're a murderer, and we don't want you to ban our guns. That's why. Because you are a tyrannical piece of trash, and nobody trusts you. Okay? We do not trust you, Obama. We do not trust you, government. We don't trust you. Get it through your little head.
And if you ask most Americans outside of Washington, including many gun owners, some of these ideas, they don't consider them controversial.
Oh, well, that's a lie. Everybody I see on Twitter, Facebook, they say that these laws are controversial. You're just a liar. But what do we expect from a liar? Somebody who said you can keep your doctor if you want to keep your doctor. That's a lie. He said you keep your insurance plan if you want to keep your insurance plan. That was a lie. He said I'm going to end the wars. Lie. He said I'm going to cut taxes. Lie. He raised them and added 118 new taxes. This is a liar. Of course we don't believe you. Of course we don't.
Right now, 90% of Americans, 90%.
Now you see how he paused when he said that? 90%. Rewind the video and look at it. 90%. And he goes, whoo, because he knows he's lying. He knows he's lying. 90% of Americans do not support a background check. A lot of Americans, now I mean, it is a high percentage, but it's not 90%. This is a liar.
Support background checks that will keep criminals and people who have been found to be a danger to themselves or others from buying a gun.
Okay, let me tell you something. You cannot prevent people from being a danger to themselves. That's called tyranny. You cannot do that.
More than 80% of Republicans agree.
Another lie.
More than 80% of gun owners agree. Think about that.
Okay, thought about it. You're a liar.
How often do 90% of Americans agree on anything? It never happens.
Look at them. They're all just smiling. He's like, ooh, Obama, I love you. Oh, yes, take my guns. Look at the white lady. She's like, oh, Lord Obama, I'm so guilty for being white. Oh, yeah, tell me how bad I am. Tell me about my white privilege. And the black lady over there with a little earpiece in her ear, she's got her little hand on her chin. She's like, oh, I'm intellectual. Look at me. Oh, look at me. I got an earpiece. Oh, yeah. And the lady in the front with her little hairband and her little glasses. She's like, I love you. I don't care what you say, how much you rob me, how much you raise my taxes. And yeah, and we even got the little Muslims in the crowd in the back, Yeah, this isn't staged. This isn't staged or anything. They didn't pay these people to be here or nothing.
Many other reforms are supported by clear majorities of Americans.
Burnt. Wop wop. That's wrong. Nobody wants gun control. We want you to lift gun control so we can arm ourselves, so we can protect ourselves from crazy people. If you take our guns, it's open season on us, Obama. You know this. That's why you want to take the guns. The more chaos that you can create, the more power the government gets. Problem, reaction, solution. All right? What did Rahm Emanuel say? He said, we must act on every disaster and gain control from it. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but that's what he said.
And I ask every American to find out where your member of Congress stands on these ideas.
Okay, well, since you're asking us, I'm telling you no, okay?
If they're not part of that 90% who agree that we should make it harder for a criminal or somebody with a severe mental illness to buy a gun, then you should ask them, why not?
Well, if they're not in that 90%, then they're probably real Americans. You know? You ever thought about that? We don't want gun control, dude.
Why are you part of the 10%?
Because we're real Americans. That's why we're part of the 10%.
There's absolutely no reason why we can't get this done.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of reasons why you can't get it done. Because you're a dictator and we're on to you and we know about you. You're not fooling anybody anymore, man. This ain't 2008 where you can come out and act like you're Jesus and stuff. It doesn't happen.
But the reason we're talking about it here today is because it's not done until it's done.
No, we're here talking about it today because you're a tyrannical piece of garbage who wants to disarm the population so criminals can run wild on us. It has nothing to do with people getting shot. None of that. That happens. People die. So, I mean, I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying that you can pass 100 gun laws tomorrow, and it's not going to change a thing. You know, why don't we ban drugs? Oh, wait, they already are banned, right? And people still do them. The laws do not stop anybody from doing anything. Just like they banned the Confederate flag or took it down or whatever. And everybody acts like they have a heart attack when they see it. You know, did that stop racism? Of course not. Of course not. All that did was fuel racism. That's all it did. Just like banning guns will not stop crime, it will fuel it. Now, if you want to watch the rest of this lying dog give this speech, just type in the words at the top up there, Obama's strong words on gun control, shame on us. Of course it's shame on us. Of course it is, right? We're to blame for all the people who got shot, all the people who got killed, Charleston, Garland, Texas, all that. It's all our fault. Shame on us, evil Americans, for wanting to protect ourselves. Now, I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you retweet this, share it, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to keep doing videos like this. Have a nice day.